Hello, so today I wanted to show you what I've been doing in the past weeks. This is not a behind the scenes, so it's gonna be short this time. I just wanted to show you how easy it is today using Stitch from Google, which allow you to create mockup. And this is exactly the kind of things which I'm not very good at. I'm not a designer. So how I managed to put my uh, Handlejet project, which was a MVP when I released it, it has stayed at the stage of MVP for a while, and how now I have a completely finished and polished product. And this thanks to Stitch and Google Anti-Gravity. So overall, it took me 2 weeks, which is a good 2 weeks, full time, but which is insane. This would have been a long marathon if I had to do that without. Also because I didn't really think about the content. I just pasted my pages in Stitch and it came out with very good content I didn't touch. And yes, I do have an AI generated website now, but overall it's pretty good. So that's it. I just went with it. And yeah, okay. So I'm on the front page here, and as you can see, it's not that it is not good. It's clean, it's proper, it's readable, and the information which was needed is there. But I'm not a designer, so I used Bootstrap basic features when doing that, and I was able with Stitch to have proper design and to implement them in a very faster way with anti-gravity. So let's go through the front page. Normally there are few animation I have made, I think, at the time. So as you scroll, few animation, okay, the testimonial is very simple, but it's clean. The different plan if you want to subscribe. Then about the dashboard, the analytics, and few animation, which now when I see the finished product looks looks a bit funny to me. Okay, on the login, I did spend a bit of time. I mean, I did all that before AI, so at that time I spent a bit of time doing this animation. But even though I think I used the code pen, huh? So meaning I snitched some code from someone and adapted it to indulge it. But still, I had to adapt it for Drupal, and you know how Drupal login form are very specific and have a lot of information to deal with, and of course it was a bit of work. If you forgot your password, here I had a bug which I fixed, and let's log in. No, let's go for a sign up. I just want to show you quickly the back office interface for users. And we will go with a simple password. Okay, so here is the same. What was totally working, and because it was an MVP, is the backend was tested. I had a bunch of tests running, so I knew my website. That's why I put it live. It's because the website is working. It's providing the feature it is supposed to provide. And as far as I know, there weren't so much bug. At least users didn't report. At the end, it's not such a complex website, even though you have all the. I mean, I need to track users. It is, I would say, it is a mid complex, mid-level complex website. It looks easy, but there is a lot of backends that we are not aware of. So because I wanted to make an approach mostly mobile, because this is targeting mobile users, it's mobile first. All this was made basically to be thought as like as that. So everything was in modal, you know. So you would choose. You would select your page, you would choose an avatar, so I don't think I have prepared an avatar here. Let's take a picture of me. Okay, the banner and everything was updated here in real time. Okay, we could add a bio. Here's my bio. Very simple. Clean but simple. And then of course the main feature, adding the link, where I did spend a bit of time on this for having I'm so simply paste any URL. So because users are mostly pasting, copy and pasting, of course they don't know their social link by heart, so they are copying and pasting, and it works on pasting, but basically it was you see it constructs the URL at the same time. Okay, and then share go live. I will put it again on desktop. Of course, on desktop, it is the experience is better because you can see your page updating in real time. Okay, so and this is something. I mean, this is a problem related to mobile, but it is still improved and better now with the new version. We had the dashboard. Okay, so of course here it's empty, but you can see on other video you have all your statistics and everything. And get paid because you can connect with your Stripe account, and of course there is a small commission fees I'm taking if people are letting you tips. And the account page. Okay, so overall it was fully functional but pretty simple looking, right? So, what I did is mostly, I think when using Stitch, your first prompt, because really on the first prompt, so Stitch is provided by Google and for now it's free, so that's amazing. Or maybe it's part of my I mean, I have a Google One account, so I don't know if maybe this helps. I didn't check, but I've been able to prompt it as much as I wanted without any problem. So I hope it's it can work also for you. Um, First prompt is very important because it will define, you see, your theme color palette and basically the font and everything, and you have all those data. So normally, yeah, you have all this data in what is called a design.md, and that's the definition of your theme. So everything after we follow up, you see, and that this is written by AI, and but it defines everything, the spacing, it defines everything. The thing is, on my first prompt with Enderjit, which is not the case sometimes, I can tell you, I ended up with a pretty nice, good design. On the first prompt, it came up with this. So that is for the front page. You see, what is interesting is it came with a showcase, feature, pricing, okay, all things that I didn't have because I created this website with a very simple front page, and that's it. With CTA, click to action here, uh, all the information here, and nothing else. If you had question, it was here, just a single page. Which here it allowed me to create all those different pages very easily. Okay, so here I'm kind of cheating on this because those pages, which we will go see now on production, those pages are literally HTML code inserted into Drupal nodes. Okay, very simple. So for me, it was very simple. I just had to say to anti-gravity, okay, take. So you have a way to you can paste an image directly in the agent, and just say generate me this code. So you see it is the front page, and generate me this code using Bootstrap for the front page. And the I mean the heavy lifting is amazing. I mean it's 90% right, and there is a little you just basically fine tune. For example, I had an issue with this icon here, which I mean I had to adapt for mobile, and still it's not perfect because it was it was a struggle of CSS, but you see it is a bit better. This icon wasn't centered. I had few detail like that with the position of the image too, with the responsiveness, but basically 90% of the heavy lifting was done. So very simple. I was able to implement all these pages, feature, and you see how professional and good looking it is compared to what I had before. Turn your influence into income. I didn't change anything, okay? This is not my job normally. I'm not capable of doing such good marketing looking sentences. So I just followed it. So it's an AI generated pages, but okay, why not? Powered by Stripe, simple one setup, connect Stripe, tip jar, more of your money. Okay, it's very engaging. It's very good. Choose your creative path and the showcase, which I have adapted, of course, with my users. And that's it for the what I call the front pages. That's the only front pages you have on this website, and a part, of course, from my users. Users have a unique link. Okay, and for the back office, so what user have access to, that is the version it came with. So what I was showing you with the modal before, it came with this, which is very nice, okay? The problem is it's not adapted to mobile, and as I said, my main problem is to make this website mobile first because it is targeting mobile users. What is very nice though, it is this, of course, this phone here, ending the node in the phone. So again, all the back office job, all the backend job was done. So the node reloading with Ajax, everything was done and was really fine tuning to just adapt the theme. But it does come with change of IDs. I mean, there is, I would say it impacts 10% of the backend and mostly it is front. But with IDs and everything, and also for the test, because of course tests are, I mean, I'm using behavior test driven Behat. So of course when I was changing something, I would change the targets for my test, and I will show you quickly. So in 2 weeks we had 283 changes. I will maybe quickly go through that after, just to show you. Yeah, I don't have so much files for the test, but you see it is plus 80. I mean, a lot of changes. Okay. Um, so yeah, my problem was it's desktop first and not mobile first. So let's see. Do I have I don't think I have a user here. Wow, let's create a new one. I will delete it later because this is production. Huh? Of course, use a new logging also. And what I was able to do using anti-gravity in such an easy way is first I add usually what I do is I use boot swatch. Okay, so boot swatch are, for example, here it was a boot swatch term. So boot swatch are pre-made bootstrap theme. For we will just go take a quick look. For if you're not aware, so you see Brit, this is a new one. I was using this one, so it means it, it's like customized bootstrap theme, so they override the variables from bootstrap using Sass, And the thing is, usually I don't do that or at least on personal project, because that's a lot of work, and I don't really like SAS for several reasons. So I tend to just go with a simple bootstrap theme. But the thing is, then is the result is not as professional as with a custom bootstrap theme. So what I did here is I populated a bootstrap theme just for Andaljet. So I switched from the bootstrap to a fully customized bootstrap theme with the proper color and everything. Um, and I mean, it is very nice, you see. So let's go again up. Uh, for the banner. So on this one we don't have the banner, but if I take default, okay. The bio now is added automatically. So you see, I got rid of all the button save and everything. Here's just using simple JavaScript to like regularly send the data and update them. The thing is, all this would have represented a lot of work before, like writing this little JavaScript snippet to check the event and use it, on key up and key down. I mean, all these things, which are accumulation of small things, are actually a lot of work if you accumulate them. And the ability to write this code in few prompts, uh, that's amazing. So this bio will be updated automatically. And what is even nice is I have a beacon here. I'm checking, so meaning if this content, because you will see if I write something, it takes some times to be updated, right? And the thing is, if a user is in a rush, he would write something and close the tab, which uh, which would be a bug if you didn't think or take the time to again write a little snippet of JavaScript to when a tab is closed, the browser is sending a beacon, and with this beacon we can catch it and you can update, which is done now. So it is polished product. Um, the background. So now we have, I mean, quality of the background. Maybe I will improve, but I do have some nice background already. I'm trying to target most of the users, so I don't know. I mean, there are a lot of users. But again, so updating in real time. But all this was already the case. But what is nice here is now it's following when I scroll. The link also a bit more uh, improved. Okay, but that's the link. Checking the theme. Okay, this part was partially done because I improved a bit the template. So I'm also managed to work on the template. And now if I leave this page, we have a nice modal page not live. Okay, so it's just telling me my page, so which is here in preview mode, it's hidden, meaning like right now, if I go on my URL, it's a 4 and 4, okay? Because I need to click on go live. Now the page is live, and if I click, I have my page. Okay, the dashboard completely revamped. Okay, we don't have statistics. It's too bad I didn't. I mean, I'm on production, so I can't really take a user to show you. But you can check on others. Greatly improved too. It's it's so all that's I can show you how close I am from the mockup, huh? And so what I was doing is copy as PNG and putting it here. Okay, up. I'm attaching the image and giving pointers. This code, so you start in the controller because, and basically you can give it the entrance door. You give it the controller, which is displaying the page, and it will look from the controller. It knows which template it is. It knows which form it is used. It knows that's the entrance door. Or you can even give the route if you want. And then helping, you know. Um, Okay, also this part I've done, you won't see it because you need that's for people who have who receive tips. What do I have? The 4 and 4, 403, which were very simple as you can see before. I made an attempt to see if it came up with nice ideas for the profile pages, but not really, so I gave up on that. As the account. Also, uh, not only it is the design is nice, but it is also way more engaging for my users. You see, enable tip jar, activate now. I mean, those buttons I didn't have them before, and it's very important to get user engagement. So that's the power of using Stitch, which is actually giving you nice ideas. Elevate your digital presence, so that's if people want to subscribe, and the password, and if you want to delete your account. I think that's basically it. I will pass on a lot of other details, like when users want to tip someone, to connect. We can go check this, but I think I'd rather show you the mockup. Uh, Yeah, because users are able to put a tip jar button on their profile page, and they are also able to customize the comment, add suggested amount. You see how you see here. The email, I also revamped the email, so that's the amount of work done achieved in 2 weeks. I mean, it's very mind-blowing. Huh? I also revamped, so I have a lot of emails for my users. So now I switched. I was sending a monthly email. I switched to a weekly analytics email, and other pages. I mean, I basically revamped the entire website. Okay, so that is for Stitch, and now I just want to show you. So what is I want to show you how I work with anti-gravity. So I'm not you could honestly you can paste code here because in Stitch, as you saw maybe quickly, you can copy a as code. Problem I did here was I didn't specify the stack. So it came up with Tailwind CSS, and I'm using Bootstrap. So first I started to use AI Studio and say, can you rewrite this code into Bootstrap from Tailwind CSS, and then pasting code here. And honestly, it is way better to go directly with screenshot, and I discovered that you were able to send a screenshot because when it does a screenshot and pointers, you need to tell it where to put the code. I mean, if you don't want to spend too much time like reviewing, the what is delivered is very nice. Now I also So that's where I want to go. So maybe I can check out now because so I'm starting with a Gemini prompt, okay, in the agent rules. Uh, well, this file I would recommend. I mean, I recommend you to use AI to generate it. What you want to do is ask Gemini or whichever AI you're using to generate a rule for each prompt and passing it the most important information. If you are not sure of what kind of information you want to give it, best is to use AI to ask you what kind of information do you need for writing a rule set for my prompt in anti-gravity. Okay, it will come with questions for you to answer, and then you can give it to it. Why this one is a bit elaborated because from one, I'm asking it to read one file which you add in your workflow. Okay, so it is in customization workflow, but it is here, rules, you see, and you add it here. So from this one file, I'm actually telling it, hey, you pick up also, grab also so architecture, dependency, status, structure, and stemming standards. And not only I'm telling it to pick it up, I'm telling it to update them when it thinks they need to be updated. I mean, those are not me. If you listen to, I think it is Claude CEO, he said basically each time we have something goes wrong, we write a rule for the agent to improve itself. And that's exactly what I'm doing. Um, I sometimes when I see that it repeat a mistake, and you spend your time uh, like fixing mistakes the agent is doing, I'm literally telling it, okay, add your rule about this and stop making it. But problem is, the more rule you have, and the more context has to be given to the agent on each prompt, which it doesn't read. I don't know how they work. I think they cache because honestly, if you start a prompt from scratch now here, it will start to read the rule, but then it's never reading them. Okay, so it's caching it somewhere. It's caching the rules. But the more they are, and the less it is good at respecting them. So that's it's a bit complex. But still, I mean, it's better to have them than not to have them. Um, And yeah, I think I can finish here. I didn't show you about the yeah, of course. So what because it is still mobile first. What is very nice is all this will turn into mobile modal. See, and it is the same code but just embedded in modal, which is very nice. So yeah, let's end up on this, and I hope give a try to Stitch if you have a project. You can revamp it and have fun making a final, completely polished project from even if you don't have design skills like me. Bye.